What is going on? All you beautiful people of Hexaco. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to refresh my screen, make sure everything is going live. What do we got? We're on DLive, Periscope, and YouTube today. We got one viewer. Holy shit. Thanks, man. What's up, Valiant Brand? What's up, Stefan? It's my fishing blog. If you have a fishing blog, you should put the .com in your name, and then people will know to go to your fishing blog. Seku.camera. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Cool. We got a whole bunch of people today. Pretty excited about it. Just want to make sure that I'm actually live on DLive, and I want to get more popular over there. So I want to make sure everything is going through appropriately. Shit, man. What's going on DLive? Okay, I guess we're not maybe on DLive. Maybe we are. Hey, if anyone is on DLive, comment. Hey, Papa Boner, thanks for the follow, man. If anyone's on DLive, comment electrolytes if you can hear me and see me on DLive. How about that? What's up, Jimmy D? Good to see you, brother. Bisat, I'm famous. Yes, you are, Bisat. You are famous indeed, because I've just spoken your name to 1 million people who will one day see this video. Belly Brand, I don't see it on DLive currently. Ooh, damn, that is a bummer. That's a bummer because I can't change it at this point, because even though it says it's live on DLive. Yeah, all right. Well, fuck DLive then, I guess. I gotta figure that shit out. Maybe let me see if they changed my stream link, my server URL, because that might be what happened, guys. Sometimes they go changing up your server URL on you, and you just don't know what to do. So let's go to my channel, server RMTP, blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't know. It should still be the same thing. Huh. Fucking DLive, man. Maybe it's probably the integration with StreamYard. So I'm on StreamYard. I should be on Restream. I haven't paid for the subscription yet, but with your helpful donations. No, I'm just kidding. You guys can donate if you want to. But anyway, head on over to YouTube. Sorry, guys. Sorry, DLive is not putting up with us today. But whatever. Unhexable says, yeah, I am offline on DLive. So go on YouTube, everybody. Everybody come on over to YouTube, and we will have ourselves a good old-fashioned time over there. Maybe I should tweet that. If anybody wants to tell the universe that we're not live on DLive, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, man, thank you guys for coming to the stream today. It's going out to the whole internet. We're talking about HEX, guys. We're talking about how awesome HEX is. And you guys really drive the show, so comment away, ask any questions you want. A lot of cool shit happening lately. A lot of cool stuff. I can launch the DLive while being on StreamYard still. Okay. Let's see. I mean, if I open up another StreamYard tab, how do I do that, Bran? Oh, by the way, yeah, thank you, Unhexable. This is a pretty dope background, right? Hex Design Channel. Those guys make some really, really cool shit. So got a little Hex logo in the back there, and hex.com in the top right corner. Unfortunately, the logo from StreamYard is covering it up, but hey, maybe we don't need the logo today, right? Maybe we don't even need the logo. So no logo. Hex.com. That's actually way, way better. If you guys haven't been to hex.com already, you got to get there. Click the go live button, and you can click it and update the DLive link while running live. No worries. If not, I can update Twitter. Click the go live button on DLive. Huh. I thought it was let's see. Save. I mean, I clicked the go live button on StreamYard, right? So I would have normally it just starts going on DLive, but today it did not for whatever reason. What's up, Hex Toshi? What's up, Santima? The price, baby. That's all Hex cares about. And that's all anybody cares about, right? Everyone's such a hypocrite because the price is the only thing that matters in crypto. And nobody wants to admit that to themselves. They like to hide behind the guise of, oh, I'm in it for the technology. It's like, no, you're not, bitch. Come on. You're in it for the price rise. And a lot of people think that there can't be a price rise if there isn't some crazy, complicated Rube Goldberg machine technology, right? But in fact, those projects that appeal to complexity, which is a logical fallacy, end up being most at risk out of anything for hacks, exploits, and all that stuff. So a lot of quote unquote DeFi out there, it's almost abusive to even use the term DeFi for something like anything Andre Cronje touches. They're going to get you wrecked because they're testing in production, and it's kind of disgusting, right? It's like, hey, let's play around with all these people's money and life savings as just a test to see if it works. Let's get audited maybe by a shittier auditing company that no one's ever heard of, or maybe let's not even get audited at all because we'll just use the plebs' money as our test bed. So it's not very nice. Not very nice, guys. Wouldn't you rather be in a project that's been audited 3 times by 2 of the most well-reputed auditing firms in the space? I know I would. All right. Santima says the price. So we're going to pull up the price because price is why people buy crypto, right? You buy crypto because you think it's going to go up in value. And, not a lot of people want to admit that to themselves. You think it's going to go up in value, and most of the time it does. The ones that keep going up in value are really the ones you need to worry about. Just open a Chrome tab. Let's open the hex.uniswap.hex.vision. We got a nice little pump, guys. Nice little pumpy candle going on over here. I want to show you the beautiful, beautiful green candle. Uniswap.vision. Share. Look at that, boys and girls. It's loading. Oh my God, how great is that? How great is that? That's the USDC price, which again is the only thing that people care about because I hate to break it to you, the USDC price is what we, it's currently the unit of account for the whole world, and people eventually want to cash out into USDC. And if HEX becomes the world reserve currency, that's great. It might be one day, but for now, people like the price appreciation, and that's what drives adoption. So the way you drive more adoption is by having something that incentivizes price appreciation. And what incentivizes price appreciation? Well, at the core principles, it's people not selling, right? It's people buying and not selling. And that's all Richard was trying to convey with this idea, is that the only thing that matters is that people press buy and they're disincentivized from selling, at least for a very long time. And if you can get enough people in that stagger their sells for years in the future, then eventually you get a much more sustainable structure and a much more sustainable and predictable chart of future liquidity or future dumpability, basically. Besot says audits are cool. Yes, they are. Price is looking pretty good. We're kind of retesting previous, kind of resistance level at 0.0046. So I think if we break out of that, who knows? Maybe the next one is at 0.0072. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to be a TA guy. TA is not really that hard, but it's not always right either. Richard said it only takes $1.9 million for HEX to hit a penny. That's nothing, guys. That's one rich guy. Now, rich people are usually smart, and they don't just all in. They don't just market buy because they're going to see, oh, there's slippage against me, and I don't want to buy everyone's orders all the way up to the top. So, whales. Honestly, there's probably been whales accumulating at these prices, and they're just putting in their tiny little bites, right? Their tiny little orders along the way. So, you might be able to tell if you do some hardcore chain analysis. I have not. But if you were a smart whale, you probably wouldn't want to market buy right now. But yeah, if one guy does market buy, you can buy it all the way back up to the previous all-time highs with less than $2 million, guys. Long Live Hex says, thanks to Crypty, I just saw that we onboarded a top 50 holder of another prominent community. That was huge. Yeah, that was the top 50 holder of Celsius. If you guys didn't know. So they're pitching Celsius as the top CFI and Hex is the top DeFi, which may or may not be true. I know Dollar Cost Crypto loves Celsius as well, and he's a smart dude. If I was into CFI, I would probably trust him. I'm not here to, promote everybody goes out and buys Celsius, but it does seem like it's been appreciating at similar rates. Probably not as good as Hex, but it's done pretty well, right? So, if you want to learn more about that, you're going to have to buy Dollar Cost Crypto's course, which if I had to buy any course in crypto, I'd probably buy his. I mean, he's the guy. I know, like, and trust Dollar Cost Crypto, right? He's built rapport with not only me, but the Hex community. But what is this? A Dollar Cost Crypto commercial? Come on. Louis Hex, let's smash the like button. Let's help Crypto Coffee. Yes, please, brother. And thank you for using my Instagram, or not mine, Marty's Instagram filter. I can see you got those Hex glasses on. You got that 20/20 vision where you could see probably $1 Hex with those glasses on. Let's see. There was talk on Discord Syndicate about the lowest number of Hex that should be staked when taking gas fees into account. The lowest number of Hex that should be staked when taking gas fees into account. 10,000 is what people are saying. What are your thoughts on that? Well, gas fees are always dynamic, right? So you can't really predict it. I think a lot of people staked earlier in the year when gas fees were a matter of like 1 to 10 cents, right? And now gas fees are like $6 or $7 sometimes. So what I would recommend to somebody that might not like the gas fees, and like, let's say you're trying to unstake a $10 stake and it costs $7. Well, maybe you should stake more than $10. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you should just think about your stakes as a little bit larger increments, right? But if the gas fees are too high for you, you can manually override the gas limit on MetaMask. So if you want to make the gas limit very low, you can do that manually in the MetaMask settings before your transaction goes across. So you don't just have to take the default. You don't just have to take the default gas limit that they set you up with, right? So, I mean, and you have a whole day, right? You have a full 24 hours until the transaction gets rolled back because UTC time and all that. So, yeah, I would try lower your gas limit if you want to. If it doesn't get hit, then you've got a 14-day grace period. So, if that didn't work the first time, then maybe raise it up and try again for the next day or two. And maybe you'll find a happy medium where, the gas isn't crazy high. But unfortunately, gas is going to be high because, fortunately, a lot of people are using ETH now. That's actually a net good, a net positive that I think a lot of people don't realize, is that the high gas fees indicate that ETH is becoming more popular. And what does that mean, guys? It means more people are going to buy into ETH because it's getting more attention. And as we know, if the base pair in Hex is ETH to Hex, then if ETH goes up and Hex stays stable, what does that mean for Hex, guys? Number go up. Hexologist, what's up, dude? Good to see you, bro. Happy to have you here. I kind of do want to figure out about DLive, what's going on DLive over here. So let's refresh the old page. Upcoming broadcasts, YouTube, Periscope. Let's edit this one. DLive. Destinations. Let me try to repost my DLive stream server into DLive. My channel. Let's go to the stream center. We'll go to server info, stream URL. Stream URL. In there. Okay, that hasn't changed. I don't think any of this has changed. I don't know. We'll see, guys. Life might be fucked for this one, which means I can't get my sweet, sweet lemons, which is unfortunate. Crypto coffee for president. I don't. Dude. Richard Hart might want to be president. I don't want to be president, man. I don't want that job. That's not me. But hey, thanks, dude. I appreciate that you would trust me as the leader of the free world, baby. Long live HEX, passive income for life. That's right. If you set up a staking ladder, you actually can achieve passive income for life, especially if you do it now before the price really pumps. I mean, no expectations, and past performance doesn't indicate future performance. But if the trend continues, we're only on phase 1 or phase 0. I mean, launch phase is like phase 0, right? And if you're thinking about passive income, let's see, how much HEX would you need to gain like a pretty steady passive income? Let's go to go.hex.com. Go.hex.com. Stepan says, how solid is the HEX brand? Still shocks me how it wasn't taken before. Well, yeah, I mean, it was taken by things like, hex color or like hexadecimal and like very techie kind of things like hex code. Because it's like a base 16 number system, but not really anybody that I know of has tried to make a brand around HEX. There was actually a clothing company called HEX Apparel or something like that, which used to come up when you search for HEX in Google. And now we've just totally obliterated them. So I feel bad, but whoever tried to run the clothing company HEX Apparel just got totally fucking steamrolled by HEX. Who would have thought a cryptocurrency would just come up and just demolish your brand? Not me. It's a win-win. Smart people buy when the price goes down. When you have a tool that gives you more crypto, why not buy all the dips forever? And that's a good point, Hextoshi. It just creates more and more hardcore Hexican fans that are smart. So HEX rewards the savvy and the long-term thinkers, and it punishes the short-term traders or rat brain, jewel addicted fucking millennials. I'm a millennial, but it just punishes a lot of people that can't see the bigger picture. So smart people buy when the price goes down, and those people are the people that are up the most right now. And that's why you have such a strong group that's why the cult is so big, right? Because I've never seen a crypto where there's more diehard fans willing to put their entire reputation on the line for cryptocurrency. And that's because if you play it right, like how me, Hexologist, RG3, how we've been telling you to do it, is buy the dip and stake long term. Everyone right now is up on their money, right? And I'm sure a lot of people, we've seen a lot of people take profit at 100x or 150x. So some people already sold and they're still in profit, right? And the people that are still in, I mean, we're not going anywhere, guys. I'm in it for the next 15 years, and I might continue that ladder, right? Hopefully for the rest of my life. Let's go to HEX. Go to hex.com. What were we gonna do? We're gonna go stake. We're gonna yeah, it's pretty cool that they put the daily T-share rate on the stake tab, right? Let's say you stake 1 million HEX. That's 1 million, right? For 30 days. That gives you 16,000 HEX. Let's see. How much USD is that? So I'm going to talk about how much would it take right now to get a perpetual passive income machine going. So 16,000, only $70. Not that much. Let's say you stake 10 million. You stake 10 million HEX, then you get 26,000. And you get about $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month is enough for people to live off of. If you had 100 million per month, then add a zero onto that, then you're at $10,000 a month. So if you somehow can have 100 million HEX coming out, and let's say even 50 million HEX, 50 million HEX would get you 2.4 million HEX per month. $10,000 a month. I mean, these are, or sorry, that's not 10,000. Yeah, it is. It is 2.46 million hex. So if you have the money for 50 million hex, then you can earn about $10,000 a month on hex, and that's perpetual passive income forever. Gas fees. Give me gas. You want gas, bro? I'll give you some gas. What's up, Abit? How you doing, man? Could you even imagine being as cool? I'm not that cool, guys. I'm a crypto bro. Trust me, nobody in real life thinks I'm that cool. So, but thank you, Hexo. I imagine I really appreciate it. What else we got here? Trevor Hansen, making your stakes 1 time will make tax easier. What? 1 time. I don't know what that means. Hello, emoji token. How are you? Jay, unstake on Saturday morning. GMT for constantly lowest gas fees. Cool. Did you get that from Hex.Vision? I know Hex.Vision has a chart of the gas fees. So if you're, if you're one of those small staker guys and you're worried about gas fees, first of all, if you're worried about gas fees, what that tells me is that your stake is in the range of less than $100. So, maybe stake bigger. I don't know. What's up, Sam Halligan? How you doing? Crypto Coffee. How you doing? No, how you doing? Trevor Hansen, I meant making your stakes 1 ETH at a time will make your taxes easier. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm when it comes to taxes, when I actually sell, I'm totally fucked. I gotta hire a guy. I'm not gonna be able to do all this math. Like I will be willing to pay a pretty large fee to have somebody do all the Excel spreadsheets and accounting for me. I mean, I could probably do it myself, but it would take me like a week or 2 weeks and just be boring as hell. So I really, really would rather just pay somebody, a CPA, if you will. And I predict that a lot of CPAs in the future will be crypto specialized CPAs because there's going to be a lot of people getting rich on crypto in the next 2 years, boys and girls. Long live Hex. Exactly. We're only on like phase 0.5. Yeah, we kind of just got out of like the phase 0 and now we're on phase 1. If there even are phases. I mean, there doesn't have to be phases. We could do phases if you want. Oprah might drop a few million next year, huh? A few $100 million. You better talk to her, man. You better see if she's down for that. Chris Hubert, LOL, Jewel addicted. Dude, everybody my age is addicted to fucking sucking on USB sticks, bro. It's weird. And I'm not gonna lie, like when I'm out, like I'm trying to drink less, believe it or not, but I still go out drinking, and when I am out drinking, Jewel hits different, Louis Hex says, if everyone brought 1 person per week into Hex, then what would the numbers be then in 1 year and the price? I don't know, man. That's a hard calculation to make off the top of my head. But if everybody brought in 1 person per week, if that actually happened, I could show you guys a cool website right now. It's the Blockfolio Signals page. So if you haven't heard, we actually just got set up on Blockfolio Signals. I made a tweet yesterday. Blockfolio Signals is basically just a news feed for everybody on Blockfolio, but it's I think it's kind of a big move because there's 5.5 million downloads on the app, and there are people open the app an average of 8 to 9 times a day. So they're literally opening Blockfolio like fucking rats, going back for I don't know. But okay, so what's happening on Blockfolio right now is we are witnessing an increase from November 12th. There were 5,300 followers on Blockfolio, and now today there's 6,098. So this has been steadily increasing over time. And so if every one of these 6,000 people, put in 1 person per week into Hex, then you'd probably take over the world in like 3 weeks, dude. Because if you just, or probably less than that. I mean, if you know how like everybody on Facebook is connected by 7 people? It's kind of like that, right? So if you just keep doubling a number, then it's going to be exponentially higher. You reached 7 billion in like 2 weeks. Abit says Hex Appeal could just sell their products to Hexikins if they adjust to Hex. Oh, you mean the Hex brand? Yeah, I know, right? If they were smart, that's what they would do. If they were smart, they would just change. Truth, we have the most super diehard fans. That's how we will win. Hexguard says Richard Hart would will the world a better for sure. Yes. Barely Crafty, what's up, coffee and chat? Another day feeling blessed to be a Hexican. Me too, guys. It's a Saturday. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their weekend. On Hexable again, smash the like button. Thank you. It's constantly running on the bottom of the screen. But if you haven't smashed it already, Ivan on Tech Voice, smash the likes, guys. You must smash the likes and subscribe. Hex Toshi, $70. 70 bucks for Hex? What? Hey, I mean, it's not impossible. I'd be happy with $10. Maybe I'm not dreaming high enough, right? Louis says, how much is 50 million Hex in USD? Let's take a look. $50 billion is 50 million Hex is 220,000 USD. So, Children of the Grave, no D-Live today. Yeah, D-Live is fuckarood. I don't know what happened on D-Live, so I am very sorry about that. I put in the stream code or the UMT, whatever RMTP server information, and it's all accurate in StreamYard, but maybe I just got to test it out when I go offline. Oh, I'm going to go disappear. I'm going to go reappear. There we go. It's one of my wanted to not be invisible there. Hexo, have you thought about doing the chip challenge with all Hexikins on the next all-time high? That was a great recording. If anybody wants to go back and watch Hexo doing the what was it called? I don't know. There's a really fucking spicy chip, and I'll try it. I'll try anything once. Wink, wink. GK, gas fees are for the pheasants. You mean peasants? Bro, I think you mean peasants, dude. Pheasants are like birds. Go big and go long. All right. LOL, yes, Abit Hex. Yeah, if anybody wants to send us all a chip, we could all do it on live stream and just collectively die. If you guys want to do that. CoinTracker, it looks like cointracker.io looks like interesting for crypto taxes. I've actually used it in the past. Consciousness in a body. I've used cointracker.io. It's decent, but in the future I might just pay for somebody. Louis says 220K. Yes. Good old Saturday Hex action. Yeah, if you guys saw Big Pep earlier, he covered a lot of cool stuff. Very good guy. If you guys haven't smashed the likes and subscribe on Big Pep yet, go do that right now. Ratfolio. Yeah, Ratfolio. I wouldn't recommend downloading Blockfolio necessarily. They want you to enter your holdings into it, which is completely optional. You don't have to enter your holdings, but what they do have is a lot of existing users that check it again like rats and Ratfolio. So what it is essentially broadcasting out to all these eyeballs. Probably, as we can see, there's over 6,000 people that follow Hex on there. And that number is growing all the time. So if anything, it's just another cool analytics dashboard that I can kind of report back on how Hex is growing. But yeah, I mean, I can't share the screen right now without doxing myself. It's not like I care that much about doxing my real name, but people already impersonate me enough as Crypto Coffee. So the last thing I need is impersonators of my real identity. Bisat says I follow, like, and favorite Hex everywhere. Good, Bisat. Good Hexican. Children of the Grave says no worries. Oh, about D-Live? Yeah. I'm sorry about that, guys. We'll figure out D-Live another day. Is Wesley Snipes still in jail for tax mistakes? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know he was. I know. Didn't Shakira get in trouble for like tax evasion? So many of these really rich people, I feel like there's like a sudden wealth syndrome thing where if you get really wealthy out of nowhere and you've never really worried about taxes before or even like heard of the concept, maybe some people think taxes don't apply to them or like they're above it because, oh, they're famous or they're rich or whatever. It's not true, guys. Do your fucking taxes, dude. That's how they got John McAfee, right? I mean, that's how they got everything. Big Pep is like the cool uncle. Yeah, dude, I wish he was my uncle. That'd be dope. Then he could give me a hex steak every Christmas. Chris, that's RG3. Big Pep is slightly less cool uncle. RG3 is the coolest uncle of all of them. He's like the crazy cool uncle. Like, man. Stefan says Hex would be the currency in Demolition Man. Nice. Win crypto energy drink. Ooh. What would you call it? I mean, anybody got a good name for a crypto energy drink? They have like this lame ass Bitcoin energy drink, but we could maybe make a Hex one, right? Like Hex fuel, rocket fuel, moon fuel. The video maker dude. Hi there, Crypto Coffee. One of the top Hex streamers for sure. Oh, thank you. I don't do it often enough to be the top, but you know, once a week or so, I'd like to provide you guys with some content. I have some other stuff I'm working on the side, so you know, it's a long ways off, but you know, I'm not a streamer only guy. I should definitely do more. I always say that. Shakira's hips lied on her taxes, I believe. Yeah, you can't trust those hips, man. You know, she says they don't lie, but I'm not really sure about that. They are mesmerizing, though. Shakira is actually my celebrity crush. If anybody, what's your guys' celebrity crush, huh? Oh, you two hexologist. We don't need tax if I got our island. Hey, maybe if we start our own religion, right? We're already a cult, right? But that's how Scientology got around it, right? Scientology, apparently there's tax loopholes if you're a religion, so that's how they got around paying a shit ton of taxes. Maybe if we just pray to Bunga, if we're bungas, bungologists, or we pray to our Lord and Savior Richard Hart, and our sacred text is Sci-Vive. Hey man, maybe there's something there. Will there be a new referral program for Hex? I think Staker app is the referral program I'm most excited about personally. Hexologist clips. Hexagon. Hexagon. Is that what happens when somebody wrecks themselves? Like if you nuke your steak, you're hexagon. Richard is now sending updates to Blockfolio, so all the rats like me can get their alerts. It's okay. I'm a rat too. I've got Blockfolio. I do not enter my holdings in Blockfolio, so I don't recommend that anybody does that. Just keep that shit to yourself, right? Blockfolio doesn't need to know how much money you have, but it is nice, right? That's why I applied for the Blockfolio signals. So, and we got it. It was really that easy. All you got to do is ask. Hexago. What? Oh, okay. Hey, but I hear where you're coming from, man. I hear where you're coming from. If we all move to Portugal or Puerto Rico, there are countries that treat you better. There are countries where you can live more freely, right? Contrary to popular belief, America is one of the freest countries in the world, but other countries, from what I've heard, have a little bit of a more free lifestyle. Shakira is my grandma's age. Yeah, but she's hot, bro. Hexguard says we need to build our own island and avoid paying taxes. Yes, we do. I don't even know if that's I don't think it's that simple, guys. You don't just build your own island. I think you have to declare national sovereignty or something. Let's change the camera up a little bit. Green screen's getting a little fucky. That's better. Make taxation theft again. Why does everybody talk about taxes so much? It's like the most boring topic ever. Anyway, guys, we are Monaco. Is Monaco one of the tax advantaged countries? I'm not sure if it is or not. Yeah, guys, I don't know if I want to talk about taxes for this entire fucking thing. Like, let's talk about HEX, guys. We got a big old price pump. I mean, it's pretty amazing. If anybody hasn't seen, Richard Hart has actually updated the hex.com page as well, so that's pretty huge. He's just creating more and more content, right? And you realize all this content is very copy pastable. So, if I were to speculate, I would say that he's probably setting us up to be integrated into a different design, right? And so we've got in the Hex design channel, I've already seen 2 or 3 really good design proposals for where to take Hex. And so people are working on redesigns right now. And all you would really have to do is copy and paste the text and the images into those templates, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if the Hex design of hex.com changes pretty soon. So if that was one of the things that always bothered you about Hex, I think there's a good shot in the future that might change. But all the content is there, right? Now there's a testimonials page, there's a developers page, there's what's the other one? A Bitcoin to Hex comparison page. All this content is just pure like gold content. It's very good copywriting, right? Can you talk about Hex Exchange that RH was talking about? Hex Exchange. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't really know too much about that, Hexo. Richard Hart mentioned that he had an idea for an exchange that would apparently just replace a lot of the centralized exchanges out there, or be an alternative to that maybe. So I guess the problem with a lot of these centralized alternatives is that they require KYC and AML. Right, so if you could get somehow an exchange that didn't require those things, but still had money transmitter abilities, maybe that's where he was coming from. It'd be weird. I don't imagine anybody in the US would be able to use it, but different countries have different regulations. I'm very curious about that too. But I'm more interested in what he was talking about with the, potential, making his own sort of grayscale investment or hedge fund or whatever. Because that's how you get the real big money into Hex, right? That's how you get people with a lot of buy pressure. And if you're investing money on their behalf, why not put it into the smartest investment that you know of that nobody else has heard of yet? So you can kick off a bull run with, other people's money, sell a little bit to break even, and then stake the rest. And it's just, oh my God, it's the perfect plan, right? Like I think Three Arrows Capital is already considering it too, which we saw from Silver the Antidote. If anybody's not familiar with Three Arrows Capital, Three Arrows Capital. Let's Google them and see what they're like. Three Arrows Capital is a, oh shit, I gotta accept the terms and conditions to see their website. It's a fund manager established in 2012, providing superior risk-adjusted returns, founded by Kyle Davies and Sue Zhu. We can look them up on LinkedIn, see what they're like. See if Kyle Davies is a bro, hedge fund bro or not. Shakira will be a GRILF and perhaps the first GGRILF. Does that mean grandma I'd like to fuck? Bro, didn't you see her during the Super Bowl? Was it 2 years ago or last year? She was looking pretty good still. Abit Hex said being a perpetual traveler would work for not paying taxes. This is what at least I'm planning to do. Very cool, Alan. Alan Bittner, I am curious about your plans, and I would like to be maybe a digital nomad too. Maybe that is tax advantaged, right? As long as our religion allows us to smoke weed and sleep until noon, I'm in. Cool, Jay. It sounds pretty good. The video maker dude says, good Hex Island could be one of the world's islands in Dubai. Well, 1 or 2. So many for sale. I didn't know they were selling islands in Dubai. What are they not selling, huh? Kyle Davies, his LinkedIn just says it's got no profile picture on his LinkedIn, so I can't see if he's a bro or not. Sad. Yeah, he's not very active on LinkedIn. But anyway, they invest into other stuff like they've invested into all kinds of crypto projects, and so to invest in HEX as well is probably just one of their one of their prospective investments. Quarter Panda says Shakira is also in Mensa. Is that true? I don't really find that hard to believe. 420 somewhere. Cool. Lasse Rafan says, are you not live on YouTube? Yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now. I'm getting a bunch of comments coming in from YouTube, so you can check me out on YouTube, man. Children of the Grave said, I was thinking it would be cool if we made a Hexagon LinkedIn so we could all support each other when the professionals are needed. There already is Hex on LinkedIn. I think there is already Hex on LinkedIn. It's hex.com. I'm going to search for it right now. I'll tell you guys if there is one or not. Hex on LinkedIn. Hex. Yeah, the world's first high interest blockchain certificate of deposit. It's got 240 followers on LinkedIn. Here, I'll share my screen with you guys. I hope I don't dox myself. Share screen. Chrome tab. Yeah, Hex on LinkedIn, guys. It's got a whole bunch of followers, right? Recently posted videos. Not sure who's managing this, but Capital Markets Global. Somebody works here. I don't know about that. Nobody works for Hex, right? Oh, look, they even got the new article trending on LinkedIn. One of those old Hex toys is on LinkedIn, guys. LinkedIn's underrated, you know. It's also like it legitimizes Hex a little bit more. We need more Hex girls for real. We've got a whole bunch of Hex girls, man. Hex women. There's like at least 9 of them because there was a whole live stream where they all were on that live stream. Hexio Life Up. What up, Cookie Boys? How you doing, man? Cookie Boys is dabbing. How many pulses is CC up to now? Oh, dude. I haven't counted lately. I'm afraid to count because then I'm just going to think about Richard and then, you know, I'll get real soft real quick. Emoji token. Why people gatekeep Hex? Because emoji token, people are stupid. People read one article online and they think that's the truth, right? Everybody wanted to call Hex a scam in 2017 because it was or in 2019 because it was so easy to, right? It was because everyone had just been freshly burned, right? Everybody had just been freshly fucked by the ICO bubble, and they saw a new coin launching, and they saw information about how it was designed to appreciate in value, and they just said, "Oh, scam must be a scam," right? So the reason that a lot of the crypto community initially cried wolf is because they had been so freshly wrecked, like their asses were still sore from the fucking they got from 2017. And I think that's what people are finally warming up to. I'm starting to see the tides turn. Chris Black, that guy, he's taking a neutral stance. I saw a video the other day too of these crypto, not influencers, but it's just a live stream about this analytics company was talking about Hex, and they were like, yeah, it's not a scam. It's actually had a lot of recent activity on it. So they're like, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know much about it, but they weren't like talking shit about it. His ultimate Trojan horse is to always get us to think about Hex. Yeah, you're right. Whether you're in the bedroom or in the bathroom or wherever you are, you're thinking about Hex. Lasse Rafen said, did you see the new Cell guy? He got 10 million Hex. I think the new Hex rep did it. Yeah, I know. I did see that. Let's pull up my Twitter real quick. See that 10 million Hex guy. Share screen, Chrome tab, Twitter. It was from that Crypty girl, right? She's pretty cool too. I'm very happy she's involved because she's got a lot of followers, and she seems to have the right idea. She came on DLive on Discourse Syndicate the other day, and Ski Cat donated a whole bunch of Hex to her. And she made a very, very heartfelt testimonial to HEX, which is great. Where was that? Dun, dun, dun. Here's the guy. Rice Hardy. Not really sure who Rice Hardy is. Apparently he's a Celsius enthusiast, owner of Handy Drainage Limited. What's Handy Drainage? It's a UK company. Handy Drainage. Okay, so they unblock drains. It looks like he's got 12 employees at least. Looks like a real hardworking dude. And he's also a crypto advocate. Casually entered with 10 million HEX, which is what, like $40,000, right? Yeah, so that's Celsius guy, right? Is SkiCat RH? I don't think so, dude. If you look really closely and if you just observe, Richard Hart's been on streams before when SkiCat was donating. So I don't think Richard Hart is SkiCat, but it also wouldn't surprise me if it was some crazy psyop because Richard's always playing 3-dimensional or 4-dimensional chess, and he might have like one account open donating to Hexologist while he's on the Hexologist stream or whatever. But I mean, it would be pretty advanced. I think SkiCat is another person who's involved in just marketing for Hex. Is there a new generation coming? Paradigm shift. Yes, Gen Z. Gen Z is very easy and not easy to convince, but they can see the bigger picture, I think, a lot easier because they grew up with crypto, right? There's a new generation of people being born right now that if they were born from 2008 onwards, they're going to not know a world without Bitcoin, without Ethereum, without HEX. And so I think they can see the vision a lot easier. But money at first is going to come from the boomer generation, guys. They're the ones with all the fucking money. Like the boomers are the people that are rich right now. And so I would, I don't want to shun any generation, but let's just say I'm not really worried about the Gen Z people being skeptical. I think the biggest HEX haters are actually older millennials, like on the bridge of millennial to Gen X, kind of. It's all the people that have been, feel like they're shorted by life and they just have become very pessimistic in general, right? So Gen Z is still full of that hopeful optimism. Jay, I've onboarded 5 no corners and 3 BTC maxis. Holy shit. That's impressive, Jay. It's really hard to onboard BTC maxis because they're stuck in their ways, man. I know. I was one. I was a BTC maxi. I'm a recovering BTC maxi. SkiCat is not our age. I've talked to him personally. Exactly. Hexologist actually said one time that, here's the funniest fucking thing, guys. SkiCat is related to Tone Vase, I think. Is that true, Hexo? I think he's like Tone Vase's cousin or something. So how funny is it that he's a Hex believer and he thinks that Tone Vase is full of shit? That's pretty funny to me. We need a Hex talk show like The View so all Hex women can yammer, gaggle, and gossip. That's funny. Nardo for the win. SkiCat, celebrate good times. Come on. I need to get DLive fucking figured out. I'll stream tomorrow. How about that? I'll do another stream tomorrow. I promise DLive will be on there. And I'm working on geez, I should have went into sanitation. That's right, Hextoshi. Apparently a lot of those kind of jobs are actually very well paying. I know some guys in construction that make $60 an hour. Sometimes if you're like a construction manager, you can make up to $100 an hour. It's fucking good money, man. It's, a little more manual, like boots on the ground type labor, but it pays better than a lot of white collar jobs I know. Stefan says, nice Hexo, fist bump. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna figure out DLive, and I'll make it up to you guys. Hexo says, I thought SkiCat was Richard Hart too, but then we talked over the phone. Wow. You talked to the legendary SkiCat? What did his voice sound like? Did he just meow? He just he just meowed at you for a couple minutes? Steven, it's Richard Hart, by the way. I'm Richard Hart, by the way. No, you're not, bro. Nice try. I'm Spartacus. Guys, I think what he's trying to say is we're all Richard Hart. There's a little bit of Richard Hart inside each and every one of us. Yes, his cousin. Yes, exactly, Jay. I'm Ski Cat, and so is my wife. Oh, wow. You're bringing your wife into this sapper, huh? Jay said Ski Cat is Tone Vase's mother. It's so easy to rip on Tone. You know, I feel bad. It's like picking on the nerd in high school. What else we got? DLive issues. Yeah, I'm sorry. We have DLive issues. It's on YouTube, though. Definitely on YouTube. What else we got on Twitter? I get sucked into Twitter so easily. Holy shit. 10 million hex just takes for 12 days. Would that be the Celsius guy, you think? Maybe that's the Celsius guy. If you had 10 million hex and you staked it for 12 days, that would give you 127,000 hex. 127,000 hex would be worth $583. So maybe this guy's just going to see if he can make a casual $580 over the weekend. I'm pretty pissed off about DLive, but I'll try to let it go. What else we got? What do you guys want to talk about today? What's new in Hex? You got a whole bunch of a really great article on Gold, Silver, Bitcoin, which is like an OG's channel. GoldSilverBitcoin.com is like an OG crypto blog that if you really know what's up, you're reading that blog. It's not your bullshit CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, like, oh, pickle.finance is the future. It's like, no, like it's real content, guys. It's real content. Since you have Twitter open, go to A-Bit's new status. All right, let's check out Alan Bittner. Oh, cool background, man. That's dope. You're all hexed out over here. That's really cool. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. That is awful. Bad tattoos are some of the funniest things ever. Be careful what you wish for, or don't try to game the system. Let's see. Which what post do you want me to share, Alan? You got a whole bunch of good stuff. Yeah, you've got a bunch of great content, man. I wish I was rich. Flips a coin into the well. Yellow got EES and got nuked. That's a weird one. What else we got in chat? You know the interview Richard Hart came late into with the redhead lady? She tried to roast him. Didn't work. I'd like to see a follow-up on that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She was pretty gross. Her behavior was pretty disgusting. Poor Tone. Someone zooms in on his head and finds hexagon indentations. Hey, man, they are the most efficient shape in nature, right? So maybe if you look really, really closely in 4K, high definition, there's actually little patches of hexagons connecting his skull together. Emoji token. How much hex for Christmas? I've got a little bit coming out on Christmas, but I'm probably just going to restake it because it's not really, I don't really need the money right now. And it's like, you know, if it's really not at the price point that I want it to be, like I would much rather wait till $1 to sell hex than to just sell it right now, even though I'm at like pretty solid gains. Again, I don't really need the money. I've got a job. Yes, I would like to quit my job, but you know, the amount that I have coming out on Christmas is not job quitting material. Trevor Hansen, Generation X, more like Generation Hex. Good one, Trev. Hexologist Clips. We're planning on making the move to Twitch to get more eyes on Hex. Oh, okay. Hexo, question for you. How do you think about Periscope? Do you think Periscope, do you find that it gets you a lot of viewership, or is Twitch just kind of kind of a channel that's untapped? Maybe Twitch is more like an untapped market, so to speak. It's like if you're an app on Google Assistant, you're totally ignoring Amazon Alexa, right? So maybe we'll make a big push to Twitch. The tattoo one, yeah, dude, the tattoo one is so gross. Oh my god, can you imagine? Somebody thought that was a good idea. I wonder if the tattoo guy was like, dude, are you sure? Like, are you sure you want to do this? He's like, yeah. It's my baby, bro. It's my baby. Like, so gross. That's on your body for the rest of your life. Nardo for the win. Lock up feature Moonboy math. Hex $400 year 7. Whoa, damn. $400. Talk about Dash partnership credit card or something. Night mode your Twitter, noob. Fuck off, bro. I'll night mode my Twitter if I want to. Just kidding. Yeah, Dash partnership credit card. I mean, they want to be a payments network. I don't know if that's going to work out. We have zksync.io, right? I mean, the Dash guy, Tao of Satoshi, he's a nice dude, right? I had a talk with him. He wants what's best for crypto. He wants to, realize the dream of being a decentralized, censorship resistant payments network. And I can get on board with that. But payments aren't worth as much as store of value. And I'm way more excited about store of value because that's what has the potential for price to pump, right? So if Dash wants to be a payment network, that's fine. If people are paying for Dash wherever they're using it, that's fine. I live in the USA. Luckily, we don't have a whole lot of issues with payments in USD. So it's not even really a problem that needs to be solved right now. I mean, it's a problem in terms of, the centralized, PayPal's and, Visa, MasterCard can shut you off if they don't like where your money is coming from or whatever. But, Visa and MasterCard are worth, only a tenth of what, the market cap of gold is worth. So I think Dash and Hex can coexist. I think, we do have ZK Sync, so I feel like we've kind of solved the payments problem to a degree. But what did interest me about Dash is they had like some kind of decentralized API where theoretically any merchant could apply the API, in their POS system to take Dash, but they would have to take Dash, right? So the user would have to have Dash. So I mean, if there is some kind of really the critical thing there is there needs to be a Dash to Hex bridge, and if somebody wants to go ahead and create a Dash to Hex, like wrapped Dash on ETH and vice versa, kind of like Ren BTC. Like if the Ren bridge wanted to also accept Dash, that might be the best place to start. Although I gotta say, I imagine a lot more people would be converting Dash to Hex, not so much Hex to Dash, because nobody wants to spend their Hex right now. Like, I don't know about you, I don't really think of my Hex as spending money. When I'm ready to convert it, maybe someday, yeah, maybe I'll convert it to whatever's most convenient for me at the time. Most likely that's going to be US dollars, right? But if Dash is the new world, new transactional payment system for the world, then I guess I would be converting it to Dash, right? Hextoshi, we should hit all of the untapped platforms. Yeah, I mean we pretty much run DLive right now. I mean, Hexologist and Discourse Syndicate does. Not me, because I can't even fucking figure out how to get on there, apparently. But yeah, Twitch is a whole bunch of people, and they're mostly gamers from what I understand. But if we can infiltrate and do the same thing that we did with DLive and go viral over on Twitch, that would be really, really fun. I think that could be a fun thing that we do in the next week or two. A coordinated chill on Twitch, guys. Yes, Periscope is more Twitter followers watching. Yeah, exactly. The only reason I ever watch anything on Periscope is because I see it come up on Twitter and it's already live. It's already like streaming on my Twitter feed, and you don't even realize when you tap into it that you're actually watching it via Periscope, because Twitter bought Periscope, so that's why they're connected. Trevor Hansen says, I have it like this too. Oh, dark mode, you mean? All right, guys. I'll go dark mode for you. How do I go dark mode? Display. Ooh, look at that. Or lights out. Let's go purple. Oh, I like that. How's that look, guys? Any better? Now Trevor won't call me a noob anymore. There will eventually be a staking on Staker app. Yeah, there will be. Eventually, Staker app will be a staker app. That was the long-term goal. It's really, really hard to do. I think the important thing for staker.app was that they get in the App Store and they build rapport with Apple and with Google Play. Because the longer you're in the App Store, kind of like Hex Toys is doing, the longer you're in there, the less likely you are to be banned or come up with any kind of issues with, because it is centralized platforms, right? You're submitting an app to a centralized party, and if they don't like what you're doing, like they ban a lot of cryptocurrency apps because a lot of crypto apps are trying to scam people. Like it could be a fake MetaMask app, and somebody launches that on the App Store, and next thing you know, everyone's giving their private keys away. So you need to be on the App Store for a while before you integrate the actual money transmitting features. And I think there might also be other, there might be other licensing that they would need. I don't know. I'm not like a spokesperson for Firebun and stuff, so I'm not like the insider guy. You can go talk to them directly, Basat says, I have friends that aren't allowed to have bank accounts. That sucks, right? Luckily, you can have a Hex account and anybody in the world. Don't switch Twitch and snitch because then you get stitches, I hear. Yeah, man. I mean, I guess Hex should go to China. Yeah, Hex should go to China. We have a Chinese Telegram chat and Chinese translations on both hex.com and go.hex.com. So we're ready for China. I think the big barrier is that they don't have a lot of our apps. They don't have Telegram, right? They don't have Telegram, and they don't have they have WeChat. I tried making a WeChat account, but like it's hard, right? Like you need to, I don't know. I remember it was hard whenever I made one. Hex tattoos will be mandatory to become a Hex citizen. I'm telling you guys, I'm getting my Hex tattoo at $1. $1 Hex. You can change your hashtags to Hex Orange. You want me to change them to orange? Okay. I'll do it for you, Hex Toshi. Hex Orange. Boom. Now I look like it's in like Halloween. I feel like I'm in Halloween mode right now. I like purple. Purple's better for me. That's why we should leave 5 stars for Staker app. Everybody go to staker.app, download the app, and leave a 5-star review, because that's what helps the algorithms not trigger any kind of scam radar detector, right? It's a very good point, Alan. Chris Hubert said Twitch a couple years ago had a flock on fantasy sports streamers that started to stream on Twitch. They ended up making a sports category. This could happen for crypto. That's a really cool, I didn't even know that. Yeah, if there's enough crypto people out there getting enough watchers and viewers, they're going to have to adapt to us, right? It's like Richard had a funny message the other day. He's like, somebody asked, why don't you make the go to hex.com days in terms of the actual date? So instead of day 376, say, December 12th. And he was like, how about the world adapts to Hex time instead? So the world started when Hex launched, and everything else is just in comparison to that. If you were born before December 2nd, 2019, you have to speak of your age in negative days. How about that? Cookie Boys, who will be the next person to get a Hex tat? I don't know, man. I feel like I'm up there, but I don't really have the cojones right now. Maybe when Hex hits 10 cents, maybe I'll get one at 10 cents, because that would be, for me, that would be job quitting material. Nardo for the win. Just got Twitch. Let's go. All right. Yeah, sign up for Twitch, I guess. I've got a Twitch account too. I rarely ever go on it, but if we're gonna do a Twitch infiltration, then let's do it. Let's do it the right way. I'm just on Twitter, guys. I don't have too much to say today. Just wanted to reach out and tell you guys that we are about to moon. I mean, we kind of already are mooning. Let's take a look at the price. Stop screen. Share the price screen. Where is it? Where is it? Pop that hex.vision. Loading Uniswap. Yeah. Oh, we're pumping, boys. We're pumping. It's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, this might be the kickoff of the next. I'm using the V1 chart, but let's take a look at the V2 chart. Cool. Look at that nice big green candle. Let's go on the hourly. See what's up. I never really go on the hourly, but oh my god, that's amazing. Somebody bought pretty heavy earlier today at about 7 a.m. UTC time, and it looks like that kind of kicked off a little spur of action. So, anybody want to hop on board before the train leaves the station? No financial advice. Children of the Grave. My first tat won't even be a hex tat. Won't be a hex tat, and I don't plan on getting any. Well, then, why are you talking about your first tat if you don't plan on getting any? That's okay. If you're not into tattoos, that's okay. To each their own. Hex can sweat. Would be nice to get away from DLive. Then I can buy Hex instead of lemons. Hopefully you're not spending all your money on lemons, but lemons aren't that expensive, right? It's like $10 for a good amount of lemons. 101, 101 5-star ratings on Staker. That's pretty huge, guys. That is pretty huge. That's a lot of good ratings. It'd be pretty hard to get us kicked off, I think, at this point. But the more the merrier, guys. So if you haven't already, hop on and go download it first of all, and then go leave a rating. I know there's more than 100 of you that have the app, so let's try to get that number to 1,000, right? Let's see. Just looking through Twitter here. Richard Hart. Richard Hart is just like all the news content that I I default to when I don't know what else to say. Yeah, the inflation rate, right, guys? 3.69% on Hex. Bitcoin in 2019 had a 3.9 inflation rate. So Bitcoin's inflation rate just this year became lower than Hex's inflation rate. Apparently, the estimate on this year is about 2.5% inflation. But people talk about inflation as if that's a metric that matters. It's kind of just an arbitrary number. I mean, inflation less than 10%, in my opinion, is pretty low, right? It's pretty low. So make vaporwave Twitter colors nice. Yeah, that's awesome, Firebun. Listen, guys, what is the coolest thing that you took from the last RH stream? Well, it's always his plans, right? It's always his plans for the future. So number one is whatever he plans to do with any kind of fund, any kind of hedge fund. You unlock access to so much extra capital if you do that. So I don't think everybody realizes how big that is. And it can't be an announcement, right? Because you can't have expectations of profit from the work of others. But that would be the most immediate, near-term big thing. And then there's a lot of speculation we could do about the exchange or whatever. So they say, if you don't like the competition, then just make something to replace them, right? And so if people aren't liking the centralized exchanges and how they get hacked all the time, Richard did say something a little prophetic about his plans for some kind of place to buy Hex, right? So maybe it's not even just an exchange. Maybe it's just because it takes about a year or so to get your money transmitter license, from what I've heard. Like, there's a lot of regulations, but if you could get that license, then you could have a fiat to Hex centralized place to go buy from, right? That's not Transact. Even though Transact is okay, and CoinSwitch is okay, and Indocoin is okay, they don't work for a lot of people, right? Like, Indocoin only works for Europe, I'm pretty sure. Chain Jelly only works if, simplex is working and up, and I don't know. There's a lot of barriers, right? But if you had your own dedicated company I think Hexo, I think what he was talking about is not so much making like a new Binance, but really just making a new fiat onboarding tool, right? Like if Coinbase isn't going to take Hex, and eventually they will, right? They're going to be forced to because everyone's going to want it. But in the meantime, why not just make a company that's money transmitter licensed, right? So you can actually take credit card payments or bank account payments from US dollars and convert them directly to Hex, right? So I think that's the idea. Just a fiat on-ramp is going to be critical, right? Firebun says Hex change is going to be cool. Hex changes meaning the new stuff that I heard you. Firebun dropped some cool bombs on future work and some technological breakthroughs that Staker is going to be implementing that hardly anybody has even really done yet. Like, I don't think anyone's even really POC'd these things. They're just things you can do that nobody's doing. And so Staker is going to be really that watershed, that killer app, that watershed moment for crypto. 246 rankings for Staker app, 5 stars on Play Store. That's a good start. Hell yeah, it is, man. Damn, Coffee Hex pamp. Yeah, we're pamping it, boys. We're pamping it. I'll take credit for this pamp. You're welcome. Hexagon Sweat. Was he talking about exchange with no trading fees? I think he did mention that, actually. An exchange with no trading fees. It's a good idea. You don't really need to like make money that way. You can make money on a referral program, right? And the referral program can have a one-time sign-up fee. Like, can you imagine an exchange where instead of having trading fees at all, you just pay like a yearly subscription or like $10, maybe even just a one-time? Think about how many more people that would attract, right? But the thing about that is you would need to, it's really complicated the more tokens you add on. So I don't know. I don't know if he was talking about that or just a fiat on-ramp. We can speculate. It might be either one of those. Like, I have no idea. He'll drop these little Easter egg, sneaky little things, and it's kind of up to us to speculate until it actually happens, right? Trevor, I would be too obsessive compulsive about the color gradient change on a Hex tattoo if you ever trust. Yeah, I agree. Colored tattoos don't turn out well, especially like the darker skin you have. So I'd be a little sketchy about that too. Maybe I'll just get one in black and white, The video maker dude, 246 rates with 5-star ratings for Hex for Staker app on Play Store. That's a lot. It's a lot of ratings. POC equals proof of candy. No, bro. Proof of concept. It's a term that term in the tech world for proof of concept. Firebun says, I'm looking forward to the conference. Yes, I might be speaking on a panel there. I signed up. I said I would be down to speak either as a panelist or a standalone guy. If I do standalone, I'll have to actually come up with something creative and good. But panel will be more, panel would be easier, right? I'm hoping that Richard can keynote as well. It'll be a lot of fun. Maddie Allen's putting that together, so I am really looking forward to that. If everybody, on here, or anyone that's a content creator, or if you just feel confident enough to give your thoughts in public, then talk to Maddie Allen and sign up on the SurveyMonkey for entry into the first ever Hex conference. Of course, virtual this time, right? But we'll be in person soon enough. The cool kids are on Twitch, unfortunately. I love feeling like a loser on DLive, though. Yeah, I mean, DLive is like, it's fun because it's a smaller room and our voices echo louder, right? So it can be our echo chamber a little more easily. Twitch is like you're yelling into a louder room and it's harder to get heard, right? But hey, bigger room means a lot more people. Cookie Boys, the color on my Hex tats came out amazing. That's cool, Cookie Boys. It did come out really good. I saw the picture. I've never had a color tattoo before, so I don't know how often you have to get them touched up. Cookie Boys, you had like a what was it, like a DMT molecule or something? And it was all color too. So I'm curious how often you have to get them touched up. Simon Sanu says tattoos will wreck your skin. Yeah, maybe. To each their own, right, guys? Some people like them, some people don't. By the time I'm nearly dead, I don't really think I'll care too much about the quality of my skin. I mean, if the quality of my skin's gonna degrade anyway. I watched a cool YouTube video the other day where they interviewed a bunch of like tatted up people at the end of their life kind of thing. Not one of them actually regretted any of their tattoos. They just they actually seemed like they enjoyed their life a little bit more than the average person. Cookie Boy said the color stays well as long as it's taken care of. Yeah, I'd be worried that I wouldn't take care of mine though. Like I'd forget to, I don't know. I mean, you have to take care of them at first. I've only got 2 tattoos, so you do have to take care of them at first. But then one of mine is kind of starting to degrade a little bit. It's about 5 or 6 years old. So, and I don't really want to get it touched up because I don't really care either. So, I don't know. I barely ever. It's on a place where I barely ever see it. So, you guys can guess where it is. Children of the Grave. Joe Hexotic's tats are amazingly well done. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen Joe Hexotic's tats. That's pretty cool. I love how we're just a bunch of tatted fucking dudes in Hex. Yeah, Blockfolio, man. We just gained another 770 followers on Blockfolio. 774. Gained another 4 in the past since I refreshed the page. We're trending up, guys, by almost every metric. Hex is trending up. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Guys, what time does Hexologist go on? Hexo, when are you going on? I'm going to get off the stream here in a little bit. And yeah. Hex Guard says, I love my skin, said no tattoos for me. LOL. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, hey, again, you don't have to get tattoos. Go to his Twitter. He posted them. Oh, all right. You guys want to see Joe Hexotic's tattoos? Let's take a look. Let's take a look, guys. Joe Hexotic. Whoa. Here are some of mine. Whoa. Dang. Those are cool. Those are really very well done as well. Is that Tupac? Nice. Mona Lisa. You got the Hindu symbol. I'm assuming that's kind of a Hindu god or goddess or something. A tiger. A Buddha. Looks like a Thai, maybe a Thai Buddha. A clock and a cross. Damn, he's got the whole body. Damn, that's really cool. Joe Exotic went full Wiz Khalifa on that one. Cookie Boy, smash the likes button. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Hex is on in 1 hour. They are insane. Yeah, they are insanely good. Honestly, man, I did not even expect that. I think he was like fully clothed, like he had all of his sleeves on and everything. So I didn't even get to see any of them on the 24-hour stream. If Hex, I'll get a Hex tat if we hit 2 cents today. Whoa, bold. It's a bold claim, Hex Toshi. I'll do it if you do it. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me, all 49 of you. Go watch Hexologist in 1 hour. I got stuff to do. I'll be in the chat room. I'll be trolling Hexo. But thanks again, guys, and I'll be on stream tomorrow. I'll get D-Live figured out, and I'll talk to you guys soon.